Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, around 5 months since I last did a video. I had to take a break, a lot of things came up this summer, so yeah, the build here, the Vasa, has been sitting rather patiently, waiting for me to get back to the project. I'd say right now it's probably about 85% complete. So yeah, today marks basically the start of me getting back on track. I plan to finish this ship now, probably in the next month or two, next 2 months at least, to be fair. Now during my break, one of the things I was getting up to was basically just updating my workshop and upgrading a couple of things. I've added a few new tools, got some lighting going on here, reorganized my bench, got a couple of extra little funny little useful machines that I'll show you. Perhaps we can start on this side. I got a heat gun. I got a good old glue gun. Of course, this is I'm not using on the model ships. So this is just for good old DIY work. What I do have, and I've had for a long time actually, is this. It's kind of like a heat bender that works. Oh, let me find it. With a piece of wood like that, and then just bear with my filming. And then of course you heat this this gun up, just plugging it into the wall socket, and you wet the wood before. This is very good for planking, external planking on the ships. And then because it's wet, it will bend slightly, and with the heat you'll be able to get a better bend. You can either do this long kind of bend, or you can actually, when the wood's wet enough and you've heated it up enough, you can actually get really, you know, good angles on this. So this is something that is quite essential if you're doing a project as big as mine and you really want to try and get the planking looking as good as possible. Of course, there are other ways to do it, just bending the wood and then just letting it dry, putting a lot of water, dipping it in water, or leaving it in water for an hour or so. That also works, but this is just a quicker way to do it, and I get my result rather quickly. Then what I bought here is another little contraption of Temu, which I actually just got today. So you've got a little polisher here, you've got a mini sanding band here, and you've got some kind of a stone here that is good for sharpening, I don't know, knives or other things like that. I'll show you how it works. Here, this is the polish part, sanding part here. Give it a test, see how it works. A little piece of wood. I still obviously have to screw it into the wall, into the ground, into the table. And then the stone part here, that's for maybe knives or something like that. Sharpen the knives or something like that. Then up here I've added this kind of, I don't know what you call this plastic bracket thing that goes on the wall. I guess it's there's a name for it, I don't know what it is. But anyway, now I've been able to organize all my stuff a bit better, as you can see. All my screws, screwdrivers, little utensils that I use, all these kind of little nitty-gritty things are quite useful when you're building model ships. See, this is a needle tip. It's, you know, can be used for all kinds of things, cleaning out the dirt out of dead eyes, or making the holes bigger in dead eyes, etc., etc. Of course, all the different types of heads, tapes, things like that. Screwdrivers, pliers. I have this, I guess you'd call it a table saw. This is one especially made for models, or for smaller things. This is from Proxon, quite expensive. I think this was about almost 400 euros. And anyway, you have a saw here. I've changed the actual blade in this. There was a more raggedy blade, and this is more finer, especially for wood. And of course, you can move the wood around, place it as you want. This is what it looks like or sounds when it's on. Not too loud. Quite nice actually for the workshop. You have all the different accessories here to be able to do all kinds of things. This is very useful if you've got a lot of cutting to do in same sizes, or you want to work a lot with the wood, which is really will speed up the process when building a ship quite significantly. Then of course we have all the different paint brushes and different. These are all kind of wood that I've already prepped to size. These are special kinds of pieces, you know, maybe double 2x2s stuck together for hatches and things like that. Parts of the masts are all here as well. Then I got this table saw. Table bandsaw, actually it's a bandsaw. It's very nice. This is quite useful as well. Then I got a table drill. Drill straight down. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been up to. Of course, the Dremel is a very key tool to have. I don't use this too much on the ships because it's a bit too powerful. That's why actually what I have, the latest gadget I got was, let me see, where is it now? Yeah, so I found it now. It's this little mini screwdriver, drill. And basically this is really good for all kinds of things, especially drilling into wood. Very fine heads they have here, drill bits. And that's why it sounds when it's on. You have different speeds. So I'll be using this a lot in the upcoming videos because we're going to be putting a lot of the port windows on. Sorry, the cannon windows on, and there we have to do a lot of drilling into the wood, attach the strings. So yes, this is basically the upgraded workshop. Lots more tools now, and basically this is my little, well, among other things, my little shipyard at home. Yeah. So let's move now to the good old ship, the Vasa, and let's take a look at that. Where we are, where do we stand, what do we need to do, and what am I going to do in the next videos. So as you can see here, everything is in place. We have the paints, the brushes, which I've shown you before. We have sandpaper, tiny little bags of blocks and dead eyes that somehow always vanish when I need them, but I think keeping them in boxes is probably the safest way to not lose everything. So this is the setup that we're going to use to finalize our good old Vasa here. And for all those of you real professionals out there, of course this is the Vasa build from De Agostini, and of course it's not painted in the right way. What I like my ships to be old, have an old look to them, the old wood type color like this. Therefore it's quite different in terms of color and so on. And by no means am I a professional shipbuilder. This is my second ship that I've worked on, and I would still say I'm relatively still an amateur, and my work is the best that I can do in the time that I have, and I'm pretty happy with it, considering I had no clue what I was doing 3 or 4 years ago, and possibly some of you out there might still think I don't, but you know what? It's about having fun, and it's about doing something more than watching TV all day. Now let's just have a quick recap on a little bit of the history of the Vasa, just a couple of seconds here. For those of you who don't know, who have just joined the channel, this is a model build of the Vasa, which was basically a 17th century ship that famously sank on its first voyage in 1628. And then it spent over 300 years at the bottom of the Stockholm harbor before it was raised and restored, and is now sitting in a specially made museum, and it is basically kept in the same state that it was found. So it's one of those ships that really didn't rot away. I guess the conditions at the bottom of the Stockholm harbor, I think it was oxygen or the coldness or the mud or whatever it was, managed to preserve the ship in quite a stunning way. So where do we stand? As you can see, the back of the ship is looking very nice. Very nice detail there. Still a bit to come here, still a few items to still be painted and added. The ship is pretty much done on this side. Just some, of course, ropes need to be attached to the cannon shafts, I'd say. And then most of the sails have been done already. If we look at the front of the ship, there are some cannon boxes or cannon holders, as you can see there in the red. They need to be done on this side as well. Still a bit of rigging to be done. And that's about it. Of course, some ornaments still to come here on these sections here. So maybe another 20-30 hours